Hi, I'm Patrick,
And I'm Liv.
and this is the Mach-E vlog.
And today we begin our big epic trip all the way from Denver, Colorado to San Diego. We're going to be stopping in Cedar City tonight.
Yes. And then after that, we're going to spend a couple of days in Vegas.
Yeah, so let's go.
So before we get started, let's get some beginning stats and do some route planning. We just unplugged. We're a couple of miles from our house, but still says we have 100% charge and 257 miles of range. We're going to do a couple of different ways of programming this trip and see what the differences are. So the first one, we're going to go to Cedar City using the sync system. Cedar City, Utah, 461 miles straight. 585. You can see there's like the extent of our range. We could almost make it out of Colorado. If I hit go, it's going to give us where we're going to need to charge.
Obey traffic laws. Be alert and use voice commands while driving.
9 hours and 14 minutes, 10:49 total trip time, and about an hour and a half of charging. Let's go to a bigger view. There's our charging stops. Electrify America, the first one, that one, 10 minutes to 43%. I'm not sure where that one's at. I think it's like Glenwood Springs.
Ooh, natural grocers.
And then Sam's Club in Grand Junction. I wish they would put the city, but 25 minutes. I know this one's Green River. That one's 30 minutes. And Richfield or Salina, I think that's Richfield. Another 30-minute charge, and then we'll arrive with 113 miles. Oh no, that's 113 miles from the last charging stop, and we don't need to charge again. So now let's try. I'm going to go to Android Auto. We'll shrink it because Android Auto doesn't adapt. There is now a better route planner, and because I was programming this on my computer, on my phone earlier, it's already added all of this stuff. So if we take a look, it's adding the directions navigation over here, and it's already programmed in my stops. So this is a better route planner beta that's running on Android Auto. You could also run it on Apple CarPlay. But anyways, you can see it's basically advocating for pretty much the same charging stops. I believe that one is in Frisco instead of Glenwood Springs, but still very similar. I can't tap or anything on these, but it's very similar to Ford Sync, so I might just let Ford Sync do the navigation. So that's two different ways that you can navigate in the car and have it add charging stops for you. And before we go, of course, we got to reset our trips. So I'm not sure. Let's see. I'll reset this one. So now this one has been reset. See if we can reset number 2.
There you go.
And then number 2 has been reset.
Okay, enough said. Let's go. Hey!
Yeah, we go home for more.
We'll just have to do our own sound effects. Sound effects, go.
Well, we're just over an hour into our drive. We just passed the Continental Divide and the Eisenhower Tunnel, Frisco, which was one of the potential charging stops. It didn't list it as a charging stop, but I thought we might stop there and run to the bathroom because it's, in the morning. But it was pouring rain, so I decided I didn't want to stop in the pouring rain. So far we're 82.4 miles, just under an hour and a half. We left Denver at like 5,400 feet. And let me go back to navigation real quick.
Whoa.
We climbed over 10,000 feet. We're still at 9,900. I think we're going to Vail Pass or just past Vail Pass. Let's go back to the stats. So that's why, 2.5 miles per kilowatt hour. And the other thing that can affect that, of course, is the speed, which wasn't too fast because of some of the rain. But rain will also affect the efficiency of the car. We thought about stopping in Frisco, like I said, but now we're on our way to Glenwood Springs, which is 82 miles away. And we have 141 miles of range. So just under 60 miles buffer. That's been fluctuating. It's been slightly over, slightly under 60 miles of buffer. And we're at 61% battery right now.
Wow, so I just noticed we're at 3.1 miles per kilowatt hour. That's really good.
And now we're in a stretch where it's 75, so we're doing 76. But yeah, the climb up to the Continental Divide killed the efficiency, but now we're down to 7,000 feet. So that helped out a lot. And that 3.1 will probably drift a little bit lower as we continue at 75.
And the sun's out. Beautiful day.
Hi from Glenwood Springs.
Yeah.
So we are stopping mostly to use the bathroom because Sync says we needed to pull in and charge to 43% to make it to Grand Junction. And we are at 43%. So we may actually see how much we want to charge. We may be able to charge enough to bypass Grand Junction, but we may want to stop in Grand Junction for lunch. So I don't know. It's sort of what you got to do. You got to play it by ear.
Yeah, and honestly, the time that it said we should spend here is really short anyway, so I'll probably spend longer. So it'll probably just be based on how long I spend in Target, which is where we are. So let's go. Oh, wait. First, let's show you the stats.
Let's get the stats of what we did so far. So we arrived at 43%. Let's go to our trip stats here. It was getting ready to navigate me already to the next one, which is 89 miles away. So let's see. We've been driving for 2.5 hours, 3.3 miles per kilowatt hour. Very little for climate use, mostly for the route. Let's see how's my driving speed. Psh, whatever. I don't trust these numbers at all, so I never really look at them. But
would you trust them if they were all green?
No. No, it just seems, anyways. Let's go plug in and see how it goes.
Yeah. So we're over here at this 150 kilowatt charger. We were going to pull into the two 350s, and both of them went unavailable immediately. So hopefully this will be good. I love how Patrick completely matches the car.
Sort of by accident.
Yeah, that's like your travel shirt. So yeah. He just really likes that color. All right.
I enabled plug and charge on the car yesterday because I had it disabled for a while, and I tested it out in Greenwood Village. Did just a short charge just to test it, but it looks like it's already initiating. That was a very quick.
Oh, that's a good sound.
I'm still using my free kilowatt hours from Ford.
These screens are so hard to see.
Yeah. So it's going really slow. Been here 8 minutes, which is long for, we only went up from 43 to 50. But I'm gonna go ahead and hit stop so we can go on to Grand Junction and lunch. We're at 50% and on our way to Grand Junction. Electrify America, Sam's Club, 74 miles. Cool. 88 miles. And we have 124 miles of range, so we should be good to go. Trip 2 will reset if we can.
There you go.
There we go. So now this is our, trip 2 will be our Grand Junction segment. Trip 1 will be overall for today.
Okay. Let's go.
And go.
Well, we just left Glenwood Springs and we are on our way to Grand Junction, and this scenery is a bit more chill.
We decided we'll just go to Grand Junction and eat. But we'll have another video that talks about like how do you, boy, this road is rough. How do you plan for an EV road trip? And you do have to do a little bit more planning than if you were in an ICE vehicle. And you have to sort of know some of your backup plans. So, like, you know, going on the way, we could have stopped in Frisco, and there's actually some other fast chargers along the way that I know they're not quite as fast as Electrify America, but they are backup plans. Once we hit Grand Junction, after that, it's we're going to go through a stretch of where we have to charge at Green River, and there's nothing else around it. So we'll be back in that type of situation. But it makes you a little bit nervous, but you know, you do what you got to do.
Yeah, and I think obviously in our case, pulling into the charging station with the desired amount of battery that we were supposed to be leaving it, that definitely made it feel a little better. So hopefully our trip and your trips continue to have positive surprises like that. Lunchtime. So we just grabbed some lunch to go from Qdoba. This Grand Junction charger is slightly inconvenient in that it's a little bit away from the highway, but there's lots of food options around here, so that's nice at least. And we're gonna go charge now.
Yeah.
There's a Kona.
So far we've done 250 miles, still at 3.3 miles per kilowatt hour. This segment was 87 miles, about an hour and a half, and 3.3 miles per kilowatt hour, which is actually very surprising considering it was 65 to 75 for the speed limit the whole way. We finished with a 53 mile buffer. Like I think when we left, it was about a 40 mile buffer. So did pretty well according to the car efficiency wise. And let's go charge.
That guy stuck his YouTube up there.
Oh yeah, regular EV dad.
We'll go check you out, man.
Gotta say, that's actually the first one I've seen.
Oh really?
Yeah. Yeah, no, they look
They're
great.
starting
Hey.
to now.
Oh yeah, they definitely are.
This is a 150 kilowatt charger and we are hitting 123. 124. So now it's time to get something to eat.
Well, we have Qdoba for lunch and there's nowhere to sit, which is fine because I want to stretch my legs anyways. So we're going to use the frunk and have a frunk neck while charging and eating Qdoba. Frunk neck. Perfect. I love it.
So we hit 80 and as predicted, it lowered the rate. Usually lowers to 11 or 12, but it's actually at 14. We are way higher than what we need, but we, of course, as normal, we were stopped and started talking to people, and we also had other people stopping and asking what that thing is, literal words. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and unplug and get on the road to Green River. So we charged way longer than we needed, got up to 80%. I'm going to plan a trip to Cedar City and then let it navigate and see where it wants us to stop now. So let's see, it should be under recents. Cedar City's 261 miles. So we can't make it all the way. We could get pretty close.
Wow, it's really close.
Yeah, and if we could charge faster above 80%, we could do that. But we're not going to do that. And we're going to stop and go to the bathroom anyways.
Obey traffic laws. Be alert and use voice commands while driving.
So it's adding one in Green River, and I'm not sure where this one's at. I think it might be, let's see, it doesn't say where. It's either in Salina or Richfield. They're pretty close together, but that's what it said before we left this morning. Anyways, it's when we get to Green River, we only need like a 10-minute charge and then a 30-minute charge, and then we get into Cedar City. So
awesome.
We still got a long ways to go.
We do.
But it said we needed 4 charging stops. We've done 2. We need 2 more, so it's still on point. And it looks like Green River is 100 miles. I think we're going to stop on the way out of town and pick up some snacks. So let's go.
Let's go. Hello, we just finished up in Grand Junction and now we are on our way to Green River. I just heard that the coffee shop I was looking forward to is not going to be open, so that's a bummer. I love little coffee shops, but it's okay. We had a really, really, really nice time in Grand Junction. Like, what were we supposed to hit for charging?
I don't know. I forgot to look, so I'm sorry. I didn't look. But we're getting to that point where now I don't mind getting a bit of extra charge at these charging stops because it just gives me a little bit of peace of mind. You never know what you're going to run into. Like I can just, for the first time, I think, felt like a gust of wind in the Mach-E. Like
I felt that was really intense.
So it doesn't hurt to have a little bit of extra, and we were chatting.
That was so fun. We met Randy, who was there with his Kona and his wife's Nissan Leaf, and he was charging both of them, and then his father came and took the one car. So they're a 2-car family, and they're expanding their house to have solar panels, and it's just like he's all into it. And we spent, I don't know, half an hour chatting.
Yeah, well, it took us like 35 minutes, I think, total to charge. And we
were there to have lunch anyways, so we were gonna eat, and we ended up like eating and chatting, and we were having a frunknik, and it was just really lovely. Like it's a really lovely chatty station.
And not only him,
but we had multiple people come by. There was a gentleman who was in a truck, and he walked by and he was like, "Well, I'm waiting for them to make something bigger." And we're like, "Oh, have you seen the F-150?" And he went, "No, bigger." And he went, "Ah." And his truck was right there, like looking enormous.
A semi.
Yeah, a semi truck. So he stopped by.
And then an older couple drove by, and I saw them staring at the car, and I wondered what they were thinking. And they just went on by, but then like 2 minutes later, they came back by, and he goes, "What type of car is that?" So I explained that it was a electric 4-door SUV Mustang, and he's like, "I'm a Ford guy. I used to work for Ford."
Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah.
Aww.
Because he asked what planet it was made at, and
right, that was an unusual question.
I apparently, after they drove by, him and his wife were having a debate, and she's like, "It had a Mustang logo on it." He's like, "That wasn't like any Mustang I've seen." So
yeah, and he literally said that. Like, it was very
neat.
Sweet. Yeah.
Yeah. It was just really neat. A lot of people walking by.
Oh, and that gentleman, he was like, "Well, where's the Ford logo?" And literally 5 minutes before, someone else had walked through and been like, "What is this?" And he said, "A Ford Mach-E, a Ford Mustang Mach-E." And the guy was like, "Where does it say Ford?" And we're like, "Haha, we found it."
On the windshield.
Yeah, it's on the windshield. So we could tell our old friend who drove by as well. It was really cool. If you're into being chatty, that Sam's Club charging station in Grand Junction is a really lovely spot.
Yeah, it's not great because it's far off the freeway, but there's a lot of food choices and a lot of friendly people, and
really friendly.
It's neat to see a little bit of Grand Junction, so I liked it, and it worked out perfectly for our schedule. We needed a bit of a break before we get into Utah, and a lot of nothing.
Yeah, and on that note, so we were really, really, really hungry. We ate our food and we're still hungry. So we went and stopped at a Love's down the road before hopping on I-70. And you know how it is, like you're still hungry, and then by the time you've got more food or whatever, it's gone and you're not hungry anymore. But so I'm gonna try not dig into the snacks straight away. But this is my personal road trip vice: is little M&Ms. This is not a flavor we've tried before.
Fudge brownie.
Fudge brownie. My road trip food is the mint chocolate mint M&Ms, little mini mint chocolate M&Ms. There's a lot of M's in that. What is your road trip food? I would love to know. What's yours?
I usually like making Chex Mix before we go, but I don't want to eat that in the car because it's
buttery,
greasy and crumbly.
We'd have to we need like a siphon or something. No?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm just focusing.
Okay.
Whatever. Driving.
We'll get you pretzels. He's gonna drive. I'm gonna eat snacks. I'll try not to eat snacks, and we will see you in Green River.
Bye, Colorado.
Bye. Yay! Hello, Utah. That's a good time.
So this is a better route planner. I'm not using it to navigate, so it's waiting for me to hit start driving, but I don't want to do that. But you can see how far we've come. You can see Denver is right over here where we left this morning. So we're a bit over halfway. We went through the worst part where it was very mountainous and lower speed limits. Now the speed limit is 80 and we got a lot of this. Relatively flat if the road stops bouncing.
It feels like you're in the car, doesn't it? Boink, boink, boink.
So it's 1:21 now, and we're supposed to arrive at like 6:30 if we get our charging stations down to the minute, but I think we won't. So
maybe we'll meet new best friends again.
Yeah, I'm sort of guessing we'll get into the hotel at about 7 p.m. So we started at about 7 a.m. We'll finish at about 7 p.m.
Yay!
So this sign, Cisco, we're getting ready to go past. There's a little town about a mile or so down this road over here on the left, and it's a ghost town, and it's pretty neat to check out. One of these days we'll go back and look at it. I visited it several years ago, and then that's a way to get into Moab along the river, and it's sort of a known route that a lot of automakers use to film car commercials. So hopefully when we come back out here to visit some of the national parks in Utah, we'll go down that road and get some good footage of the Mach-E on the famous road that people use for car commercials.
Mostly green, more green than the other river that was Brown River.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we are now pulling into Green River. We're about to hit the charging station. We have actually stayed overnight here once a couple years ago. Well, I say a couple, many. Oh my God, like 9 years ago, is that it? Yeah. Very long time ago. And we actually stayed like right on the river. It really is Green River. Like you're driving through desert and then all of a sudden it's green and plush because there's a river right here. So it's really quite pretty. Green River is actually the town that the mouse in Fievel Goes West, that Fievel is in. It's the town that he's in. And I believe it's also the town that's used in Stephen King's The Stand. It's like a post-apocalyptic Green River, which, you know, is honestly not a stretch. Like that Oasis place that we just passed back there looks really decrepit. And we found the charger. So we're going to go now and do that.
Little.
Oh, so little and really cute little coffee shop. This is really cute.
So I forgot to reset the trip, but this trip is from where we stopped to get our snacks to here. It is 95 miles, 2.6 miles per kilowatt hour, and we are now at 41%.
350 miles on the dot for the trip overall. 5.5 hours driving and 3.1 miles per kilowatt hour. Sweet.
This last one just seemed like really short. 95 miles is nothing, but let's go
Yeah.
charge.
All right.
We were starting at 42%, so I didn't think we would get much benefit from doing the 350. But we're at on the 150 charger, and it's at 125 kilowatt, 126. And we don't need to really go up that far. I forget how much we need to get. I need to pay attention to this stuff more.
I know that 10 minutes is too short for me. I want to go find a bathroom.
10 minutes, yeah. We're going to see if we can find the bathroom. It's at 10 minutes, so we'll do 10 minutes
Call it
plus
good.
some. So we're still at 100 kilowatts. We're at 69%. I've decided we're going to just go to 80%, and that'll give us plenty, but it's nice to have a little bit of extra. And on the way out of town, we're going to stop and find a bathroom because there isn't one here in Green River because the coffee shop is closed and it's hot. So it's going pretty quick. 14 minutes so far, and 10 percentage points more to go. So we're getting ready to unplug because we're going to hit the 80% drop. But at 79%, it's doing 82, or it was 83 until I said something, but 82, 83 kilowatts at 79% is excellent. And as soon as it hits 80, we'll go ahead and unplug. And we hit 80, and now it's starting to ramp down. 59. It's still staying at 59. It just has to update, I think. Now it's 14. So we might as well hit stop. And I heard this undo. It says unplug. This is actually getting hot. Like this is like I couldn't hold it for long. So here we go, updating. 21 minutes and 7 seconds. 36 kilowatt hours delivered. We started at 42%, ended at 80%. Let's get in the car and turn to the AC because it's feeling pretty hot. We're at 80%, 221 miles of range. Let's go ahead and reset this one. Oh, that's the 350. We're going to reset this one. So trip 2 has been reset. Now we want to navigate, and we'll use this navigation again. Where to? We're still going to target Cedar City and then see what it tells us to do and how long we need to charge on our next stop. It's 237 miles, so we definitely have to charge again.
Obey traffic laws. Be alert and use voice commands while driving.
Hey, Walmart.
Yeah, the Walmart, and it's 126 miles, so I think that might be Richfield. Pretty sure that's Richfield. And then it says 15 minutes to get to 49%, and then we'll arrive at Cedar City with 10%. So once again, we'll probably go slightly over that.
You say slightly, but I bet it'll be a bit.
Yeah, it's just so easy to go because it only adds like another 15-20 minutes. So
yeah, I'll be in Walmart.
Yeah, and we're gonna go find a bathroom before we get back on the freeway.
Let's go.
So let's get out of here.
Wow, so cool. Well, we just left Green River and we are on our way to Richfield, and wow.
It's hot.
It is so hot. I'm sure the Green River would have been super pleasant if the coffee shop was open. I mean, I don't even know what it was like inside, but I'm envisioning just getting a blended iced drink, which they probably don't do there, but like I'm fixated on that thought, aren't you?
Yeah.
An iced coffee, or absolutely boiling. And there was some seating around the front of the coffee shop, but it was like rusted metal chairs that looked like they would just sizzle your skin immediately. So we just hid in the shade for about 20 minutes and charged up to 80, but now we're on our way and really enjoying how nice and cool this Mach-E can get.
Yeah, it's already getting cool again.
Yeah.
We're going into some hot territory, and I'm not sure like what Cedar City is supposed to be, but after that, Vegas is supposed to be like 109 tomorrow. Cedar City's not far away. I think it's going to be topping 100. And we're going to try to go into Zion if it's not too crowded, and that will be close to 100 or over 100.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to do that early in the morning before it gets too hot, and then go
Yeah.
hide in a hotel later.
No kidding. So we are hopefully gonna have a Vegas meetup as long as everything goes well, and we sort of left it up to everyone to pick the time, and someone suggested 8:30 so that it could cool down. So I'm glad it's not just us that thinks it's quite warm, and I'm relieved that it's later in the day, because it really saps your energy, huh?
Yeah, the sun and the heat is just really intense right now.
Yeah. Good thing we're in a Mach-E. Onward to Richfield.
Well, we're 360 miles into our trip, and it's been very comfortable as we've experienced in our other road trips. One of the things, like, everybody always asks about, how is the sunroof, and like, it is not that hot considering it's 92 degrees.
Not at all. It was hotter in a previous video that we had, I think.
Yeah, it's not that hot right
Yeah.
now. The AC is blasting. It's making it comfortable.
Yeah, maybe you can hear it.
Yeah. Liv said, like, now's when I wouldn't mind having, like, cooled seats, but these are perforated, so it's not so bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all, but we did have that in the Edge that we rented when this was in the shop, and it was kind of nice.
Yeah.
It was
And,
fun.
of course, this is where the intelligent cruise control with lane centering is really, really nice. Long, straight roads. Easy to drive, but it's just extra easy when you don't have to worry about it. And then to go around the truck like I'm doing, I just turn on my blinker, go into the next lane, it turns back on. It's a really great system. So I really like it, and it's making this trip very easy.
Yeah.
This is a great view. Go
It
look at the
is.
view.
We'll put the view up right now. 'Cause we're
Oh, you're
right
recording
there.
now.
You?
Okay, we're in Richfield. We have 67 miles of range left.
Steering wheel.
There.
you go.
114 miles to get to Cedar City. So we got our charge. It said for 15 minutes up to 49%. We're going to try a 350 charger. We have not had any luck with 350s today, but the 150 down there is down, and I don't want to use the 150 that's next to the Chatamo. So we'll try this again, but we have to go to 49%, but we may go for a little bit longer as usual. Let's look at our stats. From Green River to here was 124 miles, 1 hour and 45 minutes. We had some horrible, like, long construction with grooved pavement that was terrible. 2.5 miles per kilowatt hour, and I attribute that to the 80 mile per hour speed limit that was most of the way. So that's it for everything, I think.
I'm surprised the climate use is only 2% because I dropped it down to 67 degrees and was blasting some cold air.
Yeah, 74.
Yay!
Finally. Let's crank it up. 115.
Yay! Woo! It listened to us threatening it.
And the vents are open. It's going to pull in some good power, I hope. One kilowatt added. And we're still only going to get 115.
At least we're above 100. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I'm good with above 100. That's fine.
Let's go do some shopping.
Do you want to go in?
Yeah, let's go in.
We'll go in.
Yeah.
63%. Like,
Wow.
yeah.
He bought a pair of shorts. I didn't even buy anything because I was rushing. He
Tried to go longer, but
yeah.
it's still going at 100 kilowatts. So let me put things away and then we'll stop it.
Yeah, no rush.
We hit 80%. It's at 81. It's about to slow down to 15 and probably 14 the next time it updates. But we're going to go ahead and hit stop. Charge for 32 minutes.
Lucky.
Ta-da, it's goodbye. And then it says unplug, and then we'll see what our final details are.
And the weather is much more temperate here. We were not going to charge this long. It hasn't been long at all. How long?
32 minutes and 50 kilowatts. We started at 26%, ended at 80%.
It's much easier to see here. Yeah, we weren't going to charge nearly this much, but we're just having a really nice time enjoying the weather, and got some cool air conditioning in Walmart for a minute, but really just hung out here.
Yep.
What were we going to go to?
It said all we needed was, it said 49 initially, then it said 44. So
And we went to 80.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
The car remembered that we were going to Cedar City, so that's 114 miles, 211 miles of range. So of course we have plenty. Let's see. Again, we're at 474 miles. We're going to try to reset this one.
Hey,
reset on the
first time.
So we reset that, and now let's see how we do on this final stretch. I'm getting hungry.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah, we're going to be hungry rolling in, but that's okay. I
Yay.
don't want to stop. I just want to get there.
Yeah.
It's 5 o'clock now. We're supposed to roll in at about 6:30, I think. So
Let's go. Well, we just finished our second to last charging stop. We'll say our last because we are on our way to our destination, Cedar City, and Patrick just got canceled on. You've been canceled. It's not canceled. So we're on our way to Cedar City where we will charge for the night, and then there's a charger at the hotel, but we kind of just want to pop it up and get a nice good level to start off the day with tomorrow. And what do you think? How's it been so far?
pretty darn easy, really, for as far as we've driven, which is, hold on, was it like 500 miles? Close. I don't know.
488 miles,
488.
7 hours and 38 minutes of driving. It's a long time. Yeah.
Yeah, and the brakes, the one in Green River felt like it was too soon after Grand Junction, but other than that, it feels like they're pretty nicely spaced apart, not too far, not too short.
And it's funny because, like, I, on paper, would be more excited about the Green River break because I love little coffee shops, but it was actually just kind of not great because it was so hot and the coffee shop was closed and there was nothing around there. So that one, if the coffee shop had been open, delightful, would have been really nice. But really, all the bigger chargers, the Sam's Club, the Target, even though we didn't stay at the Target long, and then the Walmart that we just left, they've been really nice, and it's just nice to know that you have facilities.
Yeah, and like I know for some people Walmart is their favorite place, but on a road trip like this, it was nice because I was feeling like I needed to stretch my legs and it was hot. So just went into Walmart and I walked the perimeter of the store and then used the bathroom, and it was good. It was like got my legs stretched and it was nice and cool and a nice little break.
Yeah, and it has everything you need if you do need anything on your trip. So
Yeah, I almost bought
that is a
chips and
bonus.
snacks for tonight. But
We're chilling ourselves out because the Cedar City Charger, there's a lot of little restaurants around there. We're hopefully going to grab some dinner. This is actually really picturesque now that we're going through this area. It's been really, really cool. We've got the whole car wired up with cameras and stuff, and it's been really, really cool watching the changing landscape. And I think for me, that's something I really love about road trips and appreciate about this experience is you get to actually experience the changes of each area and experience what makes everywhere unique.
And the intelligent cruise control is getting ready to change right now.
Oh, that was spot on.
Spot on. Yeah.
Went from 80 to 75.
So that's one of those great examples of, like, I saw it coming, but sometimes you're just looking at the scenery and whatever, and you don't realize the
pretty.
speed limit has changed, but it caught it for me and went ahead and adjusted the speed that we were going. We are in Cedar City with 89
Yay.
miles left of range, 35%. This is what's cool is we did 586 miles today. We're going to charge here a little bit and then go over to the hotel who has some level 2 chargers and let it charge overnight. Probably get food here and just take it to the hotel. But we finished at 2.8 miles per kilowatt hour for the day. This trip, which should be the same, let's see. Yay, they're the same. 112 miles since our last stop and 2.6 miles per kilowatt hour. Again, that was pretty much 99% or so, 80 miles per hour. And let's see, I think that's it, right? It took us an hour and a half to get here.
Yeah, just a little bit of climate use and accessories. I've been charging all the cameras, all the phones.
This one
and
just went
everything.
to a weird boot up screen. So I'm gonna move.
It says processing payment. Payment authorized. Initiating charging.
That touchscreen is way more responsive.
I can't see that, unfortunately.
So this one I sort of like because it says the car is requesting 9, it's sending 5, and I think it's because it's opening the vents. Now the car is asking for a lot more.
What's it asking for?
It's climbing 51, 58, 68, 71, 76. Car is asking for 100.
Yeah, give it 100.
The car is asking for 142, 145, 153, 156, 164, 167, 171, 174, 175, and it's delivering 90.
It was still climbing though.
That's interesting. It's asking for 175. The peak for the Mach-E, of course, everybody knows is 150, but it's asking for 175, and this looks like it might slowly build, but 90 is pretty good. We started at 35%, and we really don't need to go too
91.
high.
Come on, give it. I know that always helps, right?
Yeah, come on.
You made it go back down. No, it's back up.
It looks like it's only going to do 90, 91.
All right.
Okay, so we found there's like great food right by the hotel. They supposedly have a charger. So I think we're just going to go ahead and take our chances, hope that their charger works. If not, we can come back over here in the morning before we go to Zion. But it's still requesting 182,
Wow.
delivering 94. Not bad from a normal perspective, but I'm surprised it's requesting that much.
That's a hungry car.
Yeah. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and hit stop. We're going to go over to the hotel and see if we can plug in there. 35 started, 56 ended. We got 19 kilowatt hours, 13 minutes. Probably could have just went straight to the hotel, but we're just doing whatever. All right, so we're going to go to our hotel and see if we can charge.
How nice is this place? Got a fountain and everything. This is the Best Western in Cedar City. Lots of cool restaurants around here, and they have some chargers that were occupied, but it turns out that the nice gentleman who is managing the hotel, it's one of their cars, so he's gonna go move it for us. So what a cool bonus, and we get this really beautiful little spot. How cool. And I'm stretching my legs and making him drive. How nice is this?
I think they have one out.
Oh no, not nice. Lucifer, handicap spot, our room. How nice is this? Oh, stairs. Dagnabbit. That's a good one. Good. Hello. Someone is a little hangry, so we're gonna go to Sizzler, all the way right there. Unfortunately, the Tesla is plugged in and there's only one plug, so hopefully when we get back it's available. So bummer, they're still charging. We'll have to check, but they'll probably be in the whole night.
Yeah, it's like 30.
Yeah, it looks really nice and light, but unless they're charging and then they're gonna go out. Probably not. We'll check it before bed.
So I got up and checked. The Tesla is now gone, so I ran down and plugged in the Mach-E, Lucifer. So we won't get a ton of charge, but at least we'll get a little bit this morning. I checked last night, and the next charger is only like 45 miles away, although we're going to try to go visit Zion National Park this morning. So we'll burn a little bit extra, and I think we have like 150 some miles of range. So we should be good to go to get to the next charger, but not going to pass up a little bit of free charging while we can get it. So Liv's getting ready. We'll probably get some breakfast and then head out. I don't want to rush. We want to be a little bit on vacation time today. I think we're about 150 or so miles from Las Vegas, so not a big rush compared to yesterday. So we can take it a little bit easy and enjoy some free juice in our bellies and in the car.
Good morning. We are on our way to the hotel breakfast to get some much needed
You're late.
juice for our bellies while the car gets to. He walked in and told me that joke, and he was like, "Nah, it's still bad the second time." Morning, Lucifer.
Oh. Put this back up nicely. Thanks, free charging. So I searched on my phone at breakfast for the Glenwood Canyon's Visitor Center. We'll just click on that. This is Android Auto, Google Maps. Now we're ready to go. It says 19 minutes, 20 miles.
Woohoo! That was super awesome. That was really, really awesome. So my mom and her boyfriend actually just did this exact trip. They did it in an ICE vehicle, in a gas car, and they tried to go into Zion National Park from the popular side, and they said they were stuck for ages and had to turn around, right?
Yeah, the other side is just super, super crazy busy.
Absolutely crazy. This was so wonderful. We just pulled right in, and there was a sign that said show your pass at the front. We've only used the pass one time. If you don't know, you can get an America the Beautiful pass if you have a permanent physical disability, and then that is a lifetime free pass into all national parks. And this is also available to veterans. And
They added veterans last year, so I haven't seen the details, but we'll put a link below to where all these passes you can get.
And individuals above a certain age. I think it's 65, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, so absolutely so wonderful. I thought of Utah and dry rocks and arches and Moab, that kind of thing. And this was just plush and verdant and gorgeous and really shockingly cool. And we were just talking about the fact that we don't know what we missed by not going to the popular side.
I've seen
So-
photos. It looks nice, but
yeah, if you really want to see some great scenery, if you're nerds like us and want to get a really good picture of your car and some good scenery, and you don't have that much time, or you just want to make sure that you get through, then definitely go the other side by Glenwood Canyon.
And if we can make time, we want to visit the 5 national parks in Utah at some point in Lucifer and see how to do that in an electric vehicle, because they're pretty far from any charger.
Yeah. Well, now we are on our way to Vegas. We were going to stop in St. George, but I guess we got enough of a little charge at the hotel that we don't have to. We're stopping in
Mesquite, which is just a few more miles down the road. So we're on this stretch of I-15 where it seems like now there are chargers like every 50 miles. Maybe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're way closer together than they were on I-70 in Utah. So it makes it nice. Like, you don't have to, like, I gotta stop here or else. It's like, well, we can pass that one and we go to the next one.
Yeah, and then hopefully we're going to get to do a Vegas meetup, perhaps by Area 15, which we're really excited to go see. And I haven't been letting myself get particularly excited about any of this, so it'll be exciting to see Area 15, Meow Wolf Las Vegas, and to have a meetup and see other Mach-E owners or people who like the Mach-E. So that'll be just really, really fun. I'm happy today.
Yes. And we're about to go into Arizona. So.
Let's go.
Oh no, it's after St. George. Never mind.
Never
Wait
mind.
a minute.
Yeah, we'll see you in Arizona. Bye. It is pretty. Arizona! It's getting better. Welcome to Arizona for approximately 5 minutes. Yay! Thanks, Arizona. It was fun, but it's time for Nevada.
And what do you know? It's at Walmart. All right, we arrived with 86 miles of range, 33% battery. Let's go to trips. And again, this is only from Glenwood Canyon. 75.7 miles, 4.8 miles per kilowatt hour. I think we were at about 5,000 feet and we're below 2,000 feet now. So that's why the efficiency is so good, even though the speed limit was 75, 80 all through there. But pretty good for that little segment. And let's go get some charge.
Yeah.
Wow, it's hot.
Yeah, it is roasting. Oh my goodness. Like we just stepped into an oven.
We have to just grab food on our way out because I don't see anything here.
Okay.
Well, we should have checked PlugShare because apparently all of these are doing like 31 that are here. So that's the best that we're going to get. And we have enough to get to North Las Vegas and the charger before our hotel. So that's what we're going to do. We charged for 15 minutes and got 8 kilowatt hours. Let's go ahead and hit stop. And it'll tell me to unplug. So we pulled in, this is our lowest percentage on the trip so far, 15%. So that little segment was 71 miles, 72 miles basically, 2.8 miles per kilowatt hour. And now we're gonna try this one.
Driving. And it is 106 degrees.
Yeah, and this is a Signet, I can tell by the screen. And we've had better luck with these overall. Well, not like it's been a ton of them, but anyways, this is a 150. We're gonna go give it a try.
Yeah, and okay, I do have to say something quickly. Why are all the charging stations in the bright blazing sun in 106 degrees when we have these lovely gas stations with cover, when people are going to be there a short period of time? This is a missed opportunity. We could spend a lot of money here, right?
I think one of the next ones, Baker has covering.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, cool. All right, let's go.
Yeah, It's telling it, I want some juice.
Oh, I love this one. We can see. Oh, come on. Asking for 119.
120.
Oh, and it's giving it.
Yeah.
Whoa! Yay! Signet, right?
Yeah, this is
These
a
are
Signet.
great.
And it's still 106 according to the car. The roof is hot to touch.
Oh my gosh, I touched it with my knuckle. It's very toasty.
But like I don't feel like extremely hot in the car considering like the AC's not on, just the fan. We've only been here 10 minutes, but you know, if there were a lot of heat going through the roof, it would be pretty toasty in here. Like I can feel the heat coming in from the sides and stuff, not necessarily from the roof. So 106 degrees, not horrible.
Yeah, it's still the untinted windows, which I think we're definitely gonna have to do.
Yeah,
we
do
need
the
a tint
sides.
on those. Yeah, but otherwise it's really comfortable. Looks like it's still going well, giving it 125 kilowatts before it went to that default screen. Yeah, this is crazy. Anyone come to this charger much?
North Las Vegas.
Yeah,
I can't believe
outside the Walmart.
all those cars behind us. That's just people waiting to get gas. They're like in line to get gas. It's moving quickly.
Yeah,
But there's at least 10 cars. There's at least 10 cars.
That's in line to get gas. That's not leaving the station.
No, that's 10
Oh,
cars to get
wow.
gas.
Yeah, this is a poor choice of location. Yeah.
We got 100 miles of range. We got chargers all around. We're going to go and get out of the heat. It's hot. So
Yeah.
I want to go unplug.
I'm gonna hide in the car.
Yeah. Navigate to Palace Station, Las Vegas.
Starting route to Palace Station. Obey traffic laws. Be alert and use voice commands
wonder-
while driving.
How it's gonna like the people behind us.
Yeah, it's going to.
Oh, they stopped. Nice. Thank you. Cool. Yeah.
We got to uncover the fries.
Okay, now we are on our way to our hotel, and we had In-N-Out, as you saw. And my question is, do you love In-N-Out? Because we just got an In-N-Out in Colorado, and the line is still crazy. I think it's a couple months ago, and there's still the line.
It's been a few months, but yeah, there's
Yeah.
still like 20 cars in line to go through the drive-through.
Yeah, and I mean, it's fine. It's a fine burger. I don't entirely understand it, the appeal, though, like the craze.
Waiting for 4 hours,
Yeah,
like when it
so-
first opened to get a burger.
So what is it? Is it like the combination of flavors? If you are an In-N-Out lover, I would love to know, like, what is it that makes it super special? I mean, it was good though. And
good.
they did a lettuce burger, which was great. So there's a handicap parking, which is very nice. And this is where we want to be. So this gentleman is going to open up the boom for us. Not really sure how we were going to get here, but thankfully he's going to help us out. The valet. Cool. Thank you. Yay. That way we get our own charge point. Yeah, I was trying to see the price, but it wasn't loading anything.
Should be free.
That would be
Oh, no.
sweet. Oh. Yeah, I was something like, maybe not. All right.
Yeah, it's free. It's just you have to have that.
Oh, okay. You get some free coffee with it.
Yep, free.
Awesome. So cool. What an excellent hotel pick. Good job. Now we are here. Let's unpack and get started. You hear that hum? That is the delicious hum of a hungry car. Numbing up. I forgot to stick. Is it thirsty or is it hungry? I think it's thirsty.
It's both.
Thirsty.
And it's a low power charger, but we're going to be here for 3 days, so we're just going to let it chug away. It's a charge point charger. It's free, but I can monitor it with the ChargePoint app, the same app that I use to monitor charging at home. I could monitor this, so if I get up to 100%, maybe I'll move the car and be nice for somebody else. But
Yeah.
I think it's 6.6 kilowatts, but it's shared, so if somebody else plugs in, it'll be 3.3.
And we have a nice, beautiful blue Tesla next to us.
Yeah, a Model 3.
Model 3 using their own ChargePoint charger. It's toasty. We did it. We made it to Vegas. I can't believe we did after all the upheaval.
And tomorrow we are excited because we're going to Area 15. We won't put that in this video. As you can see, you're getting close to the end of it. We'll put that in the next video. We're going to do a meetup at Area 15 tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then the next day we're getting up and we're going to LA for a special treat. I won't say just yet because I don't know what it is and if we have to skip it or something like that. But you should watch the next video.
You should. And I mean, I'm still nervous. This is all new to us. Charging issues are new. A car this smart is new. All of it's a challenge, but it's really exciting. I can't believe we got this far. Thank you for hanging out with us for this journey. I'm thrilled. We're going to go get in some air conditioning.
Yes.
Wherever you are, stay cool, stay charged, and
Be electric.
help us, please. Have fun there.